I'm going to be showing you how I made these cupcake slash dessert toppers on Cricut Design Space, and I just add them to the lids of some tasty sweet. Okay, here we are in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to look for my 3 images that I'm going to need out of Cricut Design Space. Actually, I'm in the image tab, and then from the image tab I'm going to need to go into image sets. That's me here trying to recall how I found the image cartridge that is now under image sets, and I typed in Cricut Craft Room, and it's also under note cards. So I'm gonna go into Cricut Craft Room, and you'll see the different cartridges, and I'm gonna scroll down to the one that I need, the Cricut Craft Room Basics, and you'll see the decorative circle, the scallop design that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to look for my balloon, and that's under Party Icon cartridge, also in the image sets, and that's the balloon that I want. I'll select that one. Then I'm going to look for the Let's Party image, and that's under Birthday Cakes. I typed in Let's Party, I typed in Birthday Cake, and there it is under Let's Celebrate. Took me a little while. I'm finally finding it. There it is, right there. Okay, and all 3 of those images have been chosen. And okay, now I'm going to edit. There's a hidden layer. I'm going to just remove the top layer, and I'm going to keep the black layer that was hidden. So I hit the eye icon, and I deleted the top layer, and then I'll resize it to the size that I want. I deleted it. And in the Let's Party, there's also a few different layers. I ungrouped them. You can ungroup by right-clicking or going to your right column here and ungroup. And then you'll see all 3 layers. And you'll choose whichever layer you'd like. I changed the color so I can see what they all look like as one color. And I deleted the light blue layer. Need that one. Then I'm going to change from cut to draw. And I like the way that image looks, so I deleted the other one. And I'm going to use that and overlap it over. I'm going to edit and modify my balloon. I'm duplicating that circle and resizing it. And then that ribbon's a little bit too long, so I'm going to select the shape, and I'm going to slice that ribbon off of that balloon. And I just duplicated Let's Party because one is going to be drawn on and the other one is going to be cut out of vinyl, adhesive vinyl. Okay, so I'm taking my balloon and I'm going to weld it to this Let's Party, and this will be the Let's Party that's done in adhesive vinyl. And I'm just adjusting it and lining it up so that when I weld it, it aligns nicely. And that's the balloon on the draw Let's Party. And I'm going to use a Cricut pen to do the Let's Party. It's going back and forth on if I wanted to draw that balloon or cut it out, and I left it as a cut feature so that I can put my glitter adhesive, my glitter cardstock I should say, on the back of that circle that I'm going to do the drawing Let's Party. And I changed those colors to gold just so I can see it on the cardstock. That's as close to gold as I could find, so that works out for me. And then I attach that And then I'm going to resize it and put it in the center of my circle. Make sure it's aligned. I zoomed in, make sure nothing is coming out, and it's aligned the way that I like it. And then I resized it, and then I'll attach it. And as you can see, the balloon is hidden because it's going to be cut out of the black cardstock. I'm going to resize my Let's Party that's going to be cut out in the adhesive vinyl and put it over my black cardstock, which will actually be gold cardstock, and I'm going to do the lettering in black. I'm going to align that, make sure it's the sizing and right where I want it. I attach it, and then it turns into the same color, so I'm going to have to do some adjusting to that. But that one is perfect. I want to make sure the balloon is in there, and it is. Attach it again, make sure it all cuts out together, and I'm going to duplicate and make a few different cutouts. And that's going to exceed my limit for my 12 by 12 mat, so I'm going to bring that all down, align and attach, and just duplicate that. And then I'll change that color to the gold cardstock. Glitter gold cardstock is actually what I'm going to be using. I'm making a dozen treats, so I'm making a dozen toppers. I didn't attach that one, so I'm going to delete it and just reduplicate it and attach it all, so that when I cut it out of my cardstock, it'll all line up and it'll be attached. And so I'm going to my cutting mat, and then I'm looking and making sure everything looks right, and I'm going to change that because I don't want it to cut it out or draw it in that same color. So I'm going to do some adjusting. I'm going to detach it. Okay, I'm going to just cut out those glitter gold cardstock papers, and then I'm going to hide my black vinyl and cut that out separately, because if I leave it as black, then the machine's going to want to cut it out in the cardstock, and I want it to be adhesive. What I'm going to do is adhere it to the glitter cardstock that I'm going to cut out in these bottom 6 circles, and then I'm going to put Mod Podge on it just to make sure that it's secure and it doesn't come out at any point when handling these treats. Whether you want to use these as cupcake toppers, you just add a toothpick, a clear toothpick or a wooden toothpick to the back of these, and you could use them as a topper and just size them to your liking. And now you can see the black cardstock in the Let's Party is printing out and cutting out, I should say, with the black cardstock, and I don't want that, so I'm going to group them or attach them together and then hide them so that the machine doesn't cut them out in paper. So they're hidden. I hit the eye icon, and now it'll draw with my gold Cricut pen, and then it'll cut out with my gold glitter cardstock these shapes. And then I'll run my mat in again and cut out with black adhesive vinyl, permanent adhesive vinyl, or removable. If you have Mod Podge, it should still adhere pretty good to your cardstock, whichever is your preference. And I'm just going to align them so that I don't waste any adhesive vinyl. Just bring them closer, and then I'll just cut them, adjust them. They don't need to be mirrored because I'm using adhesive, not iron-on. And that is that. They came out really cute. I'm excited. These are going to be a nice, sweet, tasty treat, and it's going to look cute as well. I hope my friend likes them. Just as a little added, personalization to your tasty treats. I'm saving it just so to make sure I can go back. Okay, here we are. Here are my I think they're about 5-ounce cups. I can attach the details. I got them on Amazon. It came with like 100 of these cups. Yeah, I know some people have used them for all sorts of things. And that's the black cardstock with the gold writing, and I use those Cricut pens that you see there, and I got these dots, these glue dots from the Dollar Tree, and that's the other ones that I made. And I use the 1.0 marker in the Cricut. The other one was more like a gel glitter pen. As you can see right here, I'm gonna do a test. That's not quite exactly what I was going for, so I'm glad I got this set that came with several different sizes, different hues of gold, so that's more of what I was going for. I did have some other pens I think that I got from an off-brand, I think American something, and they didn't really write as nice as I would have liked them to write, so I'm glad I was able to find these at my local Joann's. I think Cricut is having a deal right now, so if you maybe go on Cricut or sign on or subscribe to get their notifications, you can find out some of the deals that they occasionally have, some percentage, 30, 40. Check your Michaels, your Hobby Lobby, and Joann's. I'm just sticking those adhesives to the back, and I'm placing them on the lids, which is fairly easy. Hope this video was helpful. If you'd like to see any more of these videos, please feel free to comment and let me know whatever else you would like to see. I've made these on different type of dessert treats, on different type of shapes, dome shapes. Fit right in there. That's the final look. Hope you like it. Come back on my channel for some more crafty treats by cuteTcreations. Thank you. Stay tuned.